What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I want to ask you something honestly. When was the last time someone looked at your goals and said that's unrealistic? They didn't support you, they didn't encourage you, but they genuinely doubted you. If you can't remember the last time that happened, that's not a good sign. But here's the truth most people don't want you to hear. If no one doubts you, you're probably playing too small. And I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm saying it to wake you up. Because think about it. Anything normal, anything safe, anything predictable doesn't get questioned. Nobody doubts average. Nobody laughs at get a stable job. Nobody challenges play it safe. That path is accepted. It's uncomfortable. It's understood. So if everyone around you agrees with your plan, you need to take a step back and ask yourself, is this what I actually want? Or is this just what feels safe? Because the real ambition, the real growth, the real change always looks unrealistic at the beginning. Always. When you say you want to build something bigger, people don't clap immediately. They hesitate. They question. They project. Not because they hate you, but because they don't see it. And people cannot support what they don't understand. Now let me explain something. Most people are operating within a very small frame. Their goals are based on what they have seen. Their beliefs are based on their environment. Their expectations are based on what feels possible around them. So when you step outside of that, you disrupt it. You make people uncomfortable, and that discomfort comes out as doubt. They'll say things like, you should be realistic. That's too risky. That's not how it works here. Just be careful. And yes, it sounds like advice, but a lot of the time, it's fear, not your fear, theirs. Because when you aim higher, you remind people of what they didn't go for. And that's a very hard thing to face. So they pull you back down to where things feel familiar. Now here's where most people lose. They hear that doubt and they adjust. They shrink their goal. They lower the standard. They play it safe again. Not because they don't want more, but because they don't want to look stupid trying. That's the real fear. Not failure, but embarrassment. The idea that someone might say, I told you so. So instead of risking that, they never fully try. And they spend years convincing themselves that they didn't want it, but you did. You just didn't want the discomfort that came with chasing it. Now I want to flip your perspective. What if doubt isn't something to avoid, but something to look for? What if the moment people start questioning you is actually a moment that you're on the right path? Because think about it like this. If your goals are big enough, they should be unrealistic. At first, if they don't, you've probably already seen someone do it. And if you've already seen it done around you, then you're not expanding your life. You're repeating what's already normal. And there's nothing wrong with that, if that's what you truly want. But most people don't want average. They just settle for it. Because it's easier to explain. It's easier to defend. It's easier to live within the short term. But long term, it's heavy. Because deep down, you know that you could have done more. Now let's get practical. I'm not saying go and say something crazy just for attention. I'm not saying go and chase unrealistic dreams without any plan. That's not the point of this video. The point is this. Are you pushing yourself beyond what feels comfortable? Are you aiming for something that requires you to grow? Are you doing something that most people around you won't understand? If the answer is no, then you need to rethink your direction. Because growth does not live in comfort, and approval doesn't build anything. Now here's another truth. You don't need everyone to doubt you. But if nobody does, you're probably not stretching enough. There should be at least a few people that hear your vision and think, that's a bit much. That's a signal not to stop, but to check. Am I finally thinking bigger? And once you get there, once you start moving at that level, you have to learn something important. Stop explaining. Stop trying to convince everyone. Stop needing validation. Because the more you talk, the more doubt you invite, and the more energy you waste. Instead, build. Quietly, consistently. Let your actions speak. Let your results do the explaining. Because at the end of the day, people don't believe what you say. They believe what you show. And here's the irony. The people who doubted you now won't remember your early struggles, but will remember your results. And when those results come, some of them will switch. They'll say, I always knew you'd do it. And that's how it goes. And by then, it won't even matter. Because you won't be building for them anymore. You'll be building because you became the person that follows through. So if you take anything from this video, take this. Don't aim for approval, aim for growth. And if that growth comes with doubt, good. That means you're finally stepping outside of that version of life that was handed to you and into something bigger. If you made it this far, comment one word, bigger, and let me know if you're not thinking small anymore. And as always, from Africa to the world, let's build wealth.